Alright, we are on our way home from Gatlinburg, and before we get home we're going to do one final little hike here. We may do one other one short one, but this is at Mingo Falls, just outside of the Great Smoky Mountains National Park on the Cherokee Indian Reservation. We have crossed the Smokies into North Carolina, and I just thought it would be pretty to get Mingo Falls with a snow background. I've never been up here in the snow. I've been in the fall, been in the summer. This is a very beautiful waterfall that we're going to be hiking to, and it's a very short hike. I won't call it easy because you've got this stairway here. There's 160 stairs, if I remember my count correctly from last time, that you have to go up. That's actually the hard part, is those 160 steps, and then once you get to that, it's just a short, maybe 3 or 4 minute walk to the falls. So it's not a bad hike at all. Mingo Falls is one of the best waterfalls in this area. I think it's 180 feet tall, so there's quite a drop to it. It's not a short waterfall by any means. It's very nice to look at when it's full, and it should be full because the mountains have had a lot of snow this week, so should be very full when we get up there. But looking forward to seeing Mingo Falls in the snow. Alright, here we are walking up the steps to Mingo Falls, and like I said, I believe there's about 160 of them. I'm going to count them again and I'll let you know. I'm on 12 now, so. Okay, my wife just now made it up here. You just climbed 160 icy steps.
My heart's racing.
Yeah, if I sound like I'm winded, it's because I am. So, like I say, that is the hardest part of the hike, are those steps. There are exactly 160 of them, and in this case, all but the last 2 are very icy. So it's a little bit treacherous today. You have to be extra careful. But here we are now. The rest of the path, this is just going to be a very short walk to the falls, not even maybe 3 or 4 minute walk. So let's make our way on. As you can see, the entire trail here to the falls is still ice covered. I'm having to walk extra slow because I do not want to fall here. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and put my camera strap around my neck. In case I do fall, I won't lose my camera. So, making our way to the falls. We are almost there. There's a nice little wooden observation platform at the falls that you can view it from. So, we are almost there. There were a lot of cars down in the parking lot. Usually this is a pretty secluded area. You may run into a few people, but not many. This is the, excuse me, the most crowded that I have ever seen it. So we're probably not going to be alone up here at the bridge. Creek down below, almost at the falls. I'm going to stop and let these folks pass. Trail's a little bit narrow right here. You can see the creek. I'm assuming that's called Mingo Creek. Alright, now we're starting to come into view of the wooden platform where you view the falls, and yes, there are quite a few people up there, much more than normal. But they want to see it with the snowy backdrop, and so do we. That's why we came. So should be pretty. Very treacherous right here. We're going to have to wait our turn to get up there. Meanwhile, while we do that, let's look at some of the beautiful icicles on the rocks here. Getting ready to see Mingo Falls. And there it is. Very impressive waterfall. Well, what do you think? Was it worth it?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, a little bit treacherous on the trail today,
yes,
but definitely worth it for that view. Alright guys, I appreciate y'all watching this. If you are in the area of Cherokee, North Carolina, this falls is about 5 miles outside the city limits. You simply get on Big Cove Road, you go down between the shops right before you enter the national park. You go right between those set of shops, you continue on past the school, and just keep driving and watch for the signs. Thanks for watching. Alright, we just came down from Mingo Falls, and I will say the view up there in the ice is very beautiful. Here's my recommendation. If you are not experienced at walking on ice or an experienced hiker, especially if you're older or if your bones are prone to break, if I were you, I would skip it during the ice and maybe come during another time of year. It's not a hard hike at all, but today that trail, the steps were icy, but the trail beyond the steps was just basically a solid sheet of ice the whole way. And there's a lot of jagged rocks, and like I say, the view is beautiful, but it's not worth breaking your bones over, breaking an arm or a leg, or getting a concussion, because if you were to slide on that ice and fall and hit your head on the rock, it could be a bad day. And that would be a very real possibility. So it is beautiful, but you can see it in the fall when it's beautiful. Sometimes in the summer, if they've not had a lot of rain, the falls are not very full. I don't really like it in the summer. I knew it would be full today because there's been a lot of precipitation this year and a lot of snowfall, and it was very nice. So if you're in the area, you do want to try to come here, but you be very careful if you do it when the trail's icy. It was, like I say, a solid sheet of ice, but anyway, we made it and we didn't get hurt. Thank God for that. So thank you for watching.